You want one of your...
My orange shit. It's on the fucking thing. Hey, that's Ron Ripley. He is an up-and-coming comedian, so to speak. I think he was in the Navy. No, he was in the Air Force. But anyhow, he's gotten out, and he's kind of normal. He's got a job and everything. And when he comes back, we'll talk to him. But he's up here at the open house for the DV Farm. But this is not a DV Farm video, so I don't want to hear it about, Hey, we're over there, too. Nice. Over there, we're over here.
I'm Ron.
All right. Can you get back into my studio here? Can I have my drink?
Oh, yeah.
That was it? All right. So, camera's here. All right. Ron, how you doing? Welcome.
Doing all right.
If you watch DV Radio, which is listen to DV Radio, he had a show called The Struggle
Brothers Show.
It sounds like he's going to change it and rename it. There's been some staff changes over there. And
it wouldn't be the Struggle Brothers if it was easy.
I thought it was the Snuggle Brothers.
Well, that's awesome.
So, man, this is awkward. Anyhow, so we were talking about what is offensive, and this is confusing.
Well, you don't have to worry about these guys. These are my.
What do you got? 2 people over there?
Yeah, like maybe 2 people.
All right.
Well, don't worry about that.
First of all, happy Independence Day. Happy birthday, America. We've been out all day blowing it up shit here at the farm and having a cookout, having a great time. Me and him were hiding from everybody in the AC living room, and we were talking. And we've been talking a lot about politics. This guy swings the other way in politics. All good, all good. He's funny and shit. But he said he was offended once. I was like, I can't remember.
I said I was offended by a Family Guy bit.
Right, but you
truly were. But I was still like,
you weren't offended though. He brought it.
Well, that's what you were saying. You're like, you weren't offended. I'm like, well, am I? Was I? Because I still.
And you thought it was funny.
I thought it did.
Wow, that was fucked up.
I think maybe I wasn't offended. I was just more surprised.
He's talking about the episode where they were at the Vietnam Wall, and they were remembering their fallen brothers, and there were 2 Vietnamese guys in the background.
Oh, scoreboard! Scoreboard!
I'm like,
I was like, oh my god!
I was like, I can't believe they went there.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. I think
too soon.
I think it was
but
more,
it's not like, but I'm sure people did.
Yeah, I think offended would have been me, like, writing.
No, being offended. No,
I am a veteran, and you are not, and you are.
You know what's offensive is when civilians or dependents get on the page. Like I posted the standard 4th of July memes, right? And one of them somebody made, your Tin Man did, Happy Independence Day. And she's wearing a very tasteful red, white, and blue bikini. She's tasteful. She was a little heavy, but get it, Dependa Day. So we were accused of fat shaming. And now that's all we do on the page. That's all we post is fat shaming.
So do you think they were offended, or they were like, I can't believe?
But what is offended? You don't like something. That doesn't mean it's offensive. So offensive is subjective. I cannot truly remember. You know what I find offensive? People that are all Billy Badass but get triggered by a "leave me alone" shirt. You're making us vets look bad. How dare you laugh at yourself? It's a joke.
Well, I think one of the first things you learn in the military is like you better get a sense of humor about yourself because you're gonna be put in some stupid situations.
Right, but what happened? We get out, and all of a sudden we're all, what were we saying? If okay, we stop making jokes about dependents. All right, we don't make jokes about rape. We don't make jokes about suicide. Mm-hmm. I told you we stopped making jokes about even the civilian suicides. But how come? If we're not going to make fun of them on the vet side, then it's not right to do it to civilians. So, okay, we got those rules. Then one Air Force guy got offended by a Air Force meme. Okay, no more making fun of Air Force. Okay, that's all.
What was the Air Force?
So, I don't know. The ROTC kids. It was like, all right, they did good during the shooting. We're damn proud. We laid off of them for a month. And went back to the ROTC.
Then we saw one eating a Tide Pod and had to hop back in.
We had to get back on it. It's like, what the fuck, right? It's like,
when I do comedy on stage,
So wait. So before you get into comedy,
well, I mean, it's
no.
Like, I don't talk about politics.
This is Ron Ripley. If you don't know who he is, you need to know who he is because you're going to see a lot. I'm going to try and have him over here more. He really is a good cuddler. No, but he's trying to get ahead in the comedian circuit, right? I don't know. And there's a lot of vets out there doing that. So I'm glad that,
There's tons.
Where are you going to be at next?
Come on. San Diego, man.
San Diego. So if you're in the country of California and you're going to be near that city, San Diego, check out Ron Ripley at the gate.
It's the Comedy Store in La Jolla. I work there, and you can see me there any Wednesday or Thursday.
Do you have a Facebook page?
I got a Facebook page.
Click on the thing, Ron Ripley, where it says the comedian.
I love pictures.
That'll take you right to his page. Go give him a like.
I feel like I'm selling T-shirts at an open mic.
You gotta plug yourself, man, and you need a haircut.
Dude, everybody says that. No shit. The first time I ever went to New York, I threw down to this lady, and she was this lady, beautiful lady named Gladys Simon. She found like Jerry Seinfeld. Well, she didn't find Seinfeld, but she found Gaffigan and Zach Galifianakis. And so she's like, "I'll come down to the club, do 5 minutes, and I'll give you some critique." So I go and I throw
critique on how to be a comedian.
On my set. She's like a professional like mentor and comedy scout. And so I throw down probably the worst 5 minutes I think I've ever done, and I go off stage and she's like, come on with me, I'll talk to you. You're a fucking Jew broad, like from New York, like as hard as you can be, as hard as nails. And she takes me into the back corner of the club, and I was like, so what did you think? She says, get a haircut and work on everything.
He'll do a skit. He'll do a skit, and it's like what you were saying something last night. You need to have this. You need to have this. And you were talking about the when you go to college. He goes to college, and it was like you were telling him about it's like a mini mall or something.
Oh yeah,
like
the campus store. The campus store at the college I go to. It's like a Best Buy and a public library, and it's really easy to steal from. And you can get all sorts of cool backpacks and notebooks, and if it's on sale, buy a gun. I mean, right there, Whenever I meet a teacher in the crowd,
wait, what? Buy a gun?
Doing crowd work and stuff.
Oh,
what kind of gun?
So he was talking about. we were talking about how like it's tough for comedians now to do a skit and not offend somebody. That they're actually walking out. And this one time you were doing one. You made a joke about Kaepernick.
No. This wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you.
Yeah. It's this guy ran rape jokes and dead baby jokes and all these jokes, and people laughed and they applauded. And then the second he mentions Kaepernick taking a knee, there are people just standing up. They're like, "That's bullshit. They're employees," and people feel different ways about.
But they're at a comedy show.
Exactly. Why anyone would pay money, $20, to go to a comedy club and not be able to, get rid of their suspension of disbelief and just be in the moment. And the shitty thing is when he walked those people, if they'd have stayed 3 more minutes and just let him finish his routine, the punchline could have brought.
No, you have to be offended.
And that's, if that's your prerogative, it doesn't really matter. If you're offended at a comedy club, we're not going to give you the tickets back.
A lot of your famous, the ones that are out of your league, the Seinfelds and the,
like everybody. Most
you got to start somewhere. But they won't do. How bad is it? They won't do college campuses.
I've heard that it's really challenging.
I've seen them saying that.
PC counter, like to be able to go to a college, there's no way I could play college and not mention date rape at Coachella.
Yeah.
Because it's a college campus and they're all there. I got one joke. I was like, yeah, man, Coachella's a 3-day music festival that smells like cheap weed and student loans. By day 3, you can't find a guy that remembers the last time he fucked a chick that was awake. And that always gets a laugh. But there's no way I could do that on a college campus. But that's a challenge.
We used to have purges on the page. Like post the most fun. If you go to our MeWe page, the new social media platform that's in company.
Go there.
MeWe Dysfunctional Veterans. The fans can post content too, and it's like the old days.
It gets foul.
It's like
gets foul.
So. I could show you a few. Like congratulations, class of 2018. They're all throwing bulletproof vests in the air. You made it. It's by the NRA. If I put that on Facebook, you want it? I got banned for the. Did
you see the picture with the Kent State girl? It was like, come and take it from me. That's her graduation photo, and she's got an AR on Kent State.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I mean, just because you can do something and it's totally within your, doesn't mean you're not an asshole.
Well, they're pushing people to the extreme on the other side too. Yeah. Maxine Waters,
Well, it's funny that you say that. Like I leaned the other way.
That
offends me that you assume my political identity.
No, I know you're not a big fan of certain things, and that's fine. That doesn't mean.
I understand. This is the country that people voted for, and it doesn't really matter how I feel about it. I understand with the body of people.
So like,
there's no way everyone's going to.
So because I don't see now, this is the way the world's supposed to work in this country because of that one thing that like me and you are. Like don't agree on or whatever. That's it. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
But and it's not that way.
That's not. I mean, I have friends. I have friends that are fucked up in one area, but overall, they're good people.
People say that you should never talk about religion or politics, and it's because we don't talk about it. It's when it's put in front of us.
Then we don't know how to talk about it.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. Somebody doesn't have to feel the same way politically.
You're a comedian. Make me laugh.
You want to show me? You want me to show you my dick?
No.
Makes my wife laugh.
You took my smokes again.
What?
Give me a smoke.
I didn't. They're right in front of you, man.
This is fucking empty.
I blame the schools.
This is why. Look at it. That's bad.
I swear to God, it's like a pharmacy from hell in here.
He's talking about. Never mind. I can't show you that because then you guys accuse me of all kinds of things. But so how hard is it?
Well, when I do comedy, in order not to offend people, I usually try to be self-deprecating, make fun of yourself. I don't touch politics. I'm not a political humorist. I don't touch. I definitely don't.
You do Catholic jokes.
I do, and I'll do.
We can do Catholic.
I would rather do molestation jokes. Like I got a joke about Legoland. You know, if I go to Legoland by myself,
it's a game the whole family can play.
I love it. I go to Legoland by myself without the company of a small child with me. Everyone starts judging me like I'm Kevin Spacey trying to fill the casting couch, and I don't like being judged like that. So I beat Legoland at their own.
Why are you going to Legoland?
Because I like Legos. Did you think this was a fucking
I
Lincoln
thought it
Log?
was Star Wars or something.
Jesus, God. You got
Isn't
so
that
much
like
Star Wars shit around here.
Where?
You got a Chewbacca mask.
I don't know what he's talking about. There's no Star Wars. I'm not. Look, I'm a Star. Look, don't listen to him. We're Star Trek here. You know. Shit. Star Wars. Anyhow,
what do you mean there's no Star Wars stuff in here?
Don't knock the flag over. We got that. I gotta give a shout out to that. Here's my drink right here. Which one did you? Oh, this is a cold one. All right.
I gotta take this off. This is ungodly hot.
He's a wook.
It's so.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So light it up, brother. I don't know what he's talking about. All right. So we got being offended is a choice. I agree with you, Harley the 80. I agree.
I think
with
it is a choice. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think you have to choose. You have to choose.
I go. There's, I like Hillary. I love it when she falls downstairs. It's but I'm not going to go out of my way. Here's something I want to clear up. It doesn't matter which way you lean politically. Everybody's welcome on the page. Yes, you could probably tell which way we lean, but don't to say I'm, against.
Well, isn't that something like that says something about somebody else too? That if you're like, I know I think differently, but I choose to put myself in contact with them just to get a different perspective.
Yeah.
I'm a young man. I'm 21 years old, but I've definitely fucked up before. I've been wrong.
You can't learn anything if you don't make mistakes. There's no way. All right, anyhow, I want to get back. Where's the funny shit, man? You've been making me laugh since you pulled in. What do you think of Boston? No,
the shitty thing about Boston is there's not one authentic Irish bar in that whole fucking city.
Well, because it's all been Southie has all been gentrified. It's all yuppie and what?
It's a joke there all over. I had to choose between Flannery's, O'Houlihan's, Black Rose.
Oh yeah. You were down at all.
Yeah.
Sissy K.
You
know Sissy K?
I walked in there and they were doing karaoke and I was like, can I tell a joke? And they let me go up. I told 3 jokes and then I got a free beer out of it. It was great. I was there for 20 minutes.
That Sissy's got to be like 80 years old now.
Well, I immediately thought I was getting fucked with, right? So I'm walking around the Long Wharf and I see this guy working. I was like, hey man, are you working here on the tours? He says, yeah. And I was like, where do you go for a shift or get a drink after? Sissy K's. And I immediately looked him up and down. I'm like, is it a gay bar? Sounds like a gay bar. Not that I have any problem with that. I always drink for free in gay bars.
At least he didn't send you around the corner to the Hong Kong.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I'm so gullible. He could have done it.
Yeah. I would have sent you South Boston.
No, and then so I got out of
the South End. Sorry.
The South Station? Was it South Station?
South Station.
Get out of South Station.
You did a train there.
Fucking guy comes up to me and says, hey, give me your money. Give me some money. I'm like, oh, he's not asking. And I just immediately, I'm like, Tom Brady wouldn't do this. The guy fucking looks at me, kind of puts his head down, shakes his head, and just starts walking away. I'm like, fuck yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah, just got me out of a mugging. That's cool.
What?
It's a true story.
Okay.
I was out of the bus station for like 4 seconds. This guy was
you
like,
took the bus?
I took the Greyhound, and I should have learned this as a kid.
See what it's like to be a comedian?
You know, you got to make choices. It's all about sacrifice.
Here I thought he flew up here and everything. All right, we're losing viewership fast.
Whoa.
We started at 200.
Now we got like 94. You guys don't know how hard this is. It's harder than the devil's taint out.
Ron Ripley, the comedian. Check out his page. Just click on the link. He's gonna be in San Diego and when he gets back. He is married, so he's off the market, guys.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry. You can buy me a drink though, anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Instagram. I've got Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Find me. You can look for either Ron Ripley or the Ron Ripley Riot. That'll be disappointing for you.
Yeah.
Check that out. Yeah, I need t-shirts or something. I'm gonna sell swag.
Speaking of t-shirts, go to mydvstore.com. You can get the politically, patriotically correct. I don't even know the name.
Hey, speaking of swag, I'm taking this coin.
I got a special coin for you.
Oh,
these are the low number coins
Ooh.
for the VIPs and the volunteers. Coin number 23.
What? That's
I got coin 1 right here.
Ron Ripley doesn't pay for coins.
Right.
Ron Ripley only sucks dick for coins.
Oh my God.
I got a lot of coins.
So what's your thoughts on women in the infantry?
You know what? I'm okay with it. I really like if they can pull it, they can pull it. But I mean, so long as any standards aren't lowered. And as long as you want equality, man, if you can carry the same 80-pound ruck 20 fucking miles, you know, and it's been done. It has been done, but
you're in the Air Force.
I know, yeah.
So what did you fly?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like like I said, man,
you were a pilot?
Yeah,
no, don't tell me.
You start out. If
he had an Army guy come up and ask him, "You're in the Air Force? What kind of plane do you fly?"
Really? Basic. Yeah. What kind of planes do they give you? Because he was pissed. He's like, "Man, the Army sucks. Should have joined the Air Force. What kind of plane do you guys have?" I said, "Well, yeah, you get out of basic, and they don't let you fly immediately. You got to be like a flight attendant until you're like a senior airman, and then when you're a senior airman, they'll give you like a Cessna." And if you don't crash the Cessna, maybe you spend the 20 in, you work your way up the ranks. Maybe by then you're a captain and you're flying a C-130. Everybody's military dreams are different. They're just fucking.
And the kid's like, yeah.
He's like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, yeah, dude. We're on a Navy base. You didn't know? All these fuckers have canoes. You get out of basic. Navy gives you a canoe. What'd you get in the Army, dog? It's like, I got a backpack and 2 free pairs of boots. Boom. What are you bitching about?
You get more 2 boots. Backpacks, right?
Do you?
Do you get? Are they called backpacks now? What the fuck? Knapsacks?
Oh,
knapsacks.
I remember, let me ask you this. Whenever I meet a veteran for the first time, I always ask, what was the coolest thing you ever stole?
Vehicles. Night vision goggles. No.
Night visions? I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly. No, night vision. Whatever I wanted.
I have the Lincoln Memorial in my
I did safes when I was in. When I was broke, I'd go in the chow hall and crack the safe.
Really?
It just had a padlock. CID was all over me at my last duty station. It's probably never caught me. PX. But like we lived out when I was my last duty station was McGregor Range, and I crashed my car in the desert, drunk. So I had no vehicle, but we're an hour away from El Paso at McGregor Range. Fuck that. There was an artillery unit next door to us in their motor pool. I just walk around looking. I'd be drinking in the barracks all night. And I'm like, I'm going to town. BDUs and everything, walk around the motor pool. I'd look for a vehicle not chained up. And I started up. I did it so often, they put roving guards in there. So one night I'm walking around, I heard they had roving guards. So I see the one kid passed out on the front seat of the Humvee inside with his axe handle leaning against the vehicle. I grabbed it. I was like, should I? I says, no. So I took the axe handle. Instead of taking a vehicle, looking for the vehicle, I says, I got to find the entry. Who's in charge of the sergeant of the guard, right?
See what's going on.
So I walked inside the bay, and there's the other 4 privates and the sergeant all sleeping. I said, fuck this. So I went and took the truck. So the one I got, I was so drunk, I took it, but it had a chain on it, and I didn't notice it. And I started turning, and it wouldn't turn all the way, and I took out 50 feet of fence, left the vehicle, the 5-ton there, went and got another one and drove off. Can you imagine what that guy's going to say? They have roving guards in there, and I still took the vehicle and crashed one, and they never woke up.
I got a broken vehicle story for you.
And it is a true story. Motherfuckers, man.
I was living in Mammoth Lakes, California. It's a ski resort town, right? It's 11,000 feet up, and they had an Oktoberfest. I left my vehicle at home, walked into the village about a mile and a half, drank like a bastard all day for Oktoberfest, walked home responsibly as per the plan, realized I forgot my bag. That's got shit in it.
Is that your backpack?
My little, yeah, my man
backpack?
purse and stuff. Yeah. So I leave my man purse and I'm like, oh man, I got to go back after it. I take off. I go home and I'm like, guys, I left my shit. He's like, will you give me a ride back into town? Because I'm really drunk. And all my roommates are like, we just took a lot of acid. We're not driving. I'm like, fuck, you guys are worthless. So I take off running. And oh man, this is actually the second part of the story. I didn't take off running. I went home, got my truck, tried to drive back to get my thing, little loaded. Thought I could park around this thing. I basically put my truck on the end of an embankment trying to roll down a hill. And I was like, yeah, man, I got a truck. I'll make it. So my truck stops and is basically teeter-tottering on the fucking thing. I realize I'm half in the bag. I'm parked on a sidewalk. I can't move the car forward or back. I need to get as much distance between me and this vehicle as humanly possible. So I take off running 1.5 miles back home. This is where I'm like, you guys got to help me. And then they're like, we're on acid. And I'm like, fuck you guys. So I start running back into town to get my truck. And this guy sees me. And he's like, you look like you're in trouble. You need a hand. And I explain everything to him. He's like, I got you. I got it in DUI before. Don't, like, this is karma. I'm going to take care of you. So he takes me to the car. And he's like, there's fucking 5 cop cars. Every cop in Mammoth is around my truck. And I'm like, oh, shit. And he says, whatever they say, whatever happens, do not fucking touch that car, no matter what. And I was like, good advice. So we get out of the car. Cop walks over. You know whose truck this is? I said, fuck yeah, officer. That's my truck. He says, why is it parked here? I'm like, okay, so I loaned my truck to a guy named Jimmy. He wanted to drive it up to Reno because he wanted some in and out. And he's like, you loaned your truck to Jimmy? I said, yeah. And he's like, so where's Jimmy? I'm like, I have no fucking idea, and I am pissed at Jimmy right now. He's like, well, why isn't Jimmy here? And I said, probably because you're here, officer. And the guy just knew I was fucking full of it. But they didn't have me, and this guy, he went back to a gas station, towed me onto the sidewalk, and then he parked it for me. And then he took me home.
You never touched
Dude,
it.
he saved me probably $15,000.
That's nothing. I was at Fort Campbell, and I got pulled over in a high-speed chase.
End of Kentucky.
High-speed chase. They got me doing 1 mile over the limit, you know.
Fucking OJ in it. Well, what's up, man? I thought I was in trouble.
All right, so Ron Ripley. Check his page out.
If you're in San Diego, go to the La Jolla Comedy Store. If you don't see me, you'll definitely see funny comedians.
We're going to go blow some shit up, and maybe if I'll read the comments. If you like it, I'll put a few in. Not that. A few in them, and we'll come back and do another one. But tell us what you think in the comedy section, in the comment section. And
oh my God, it's
and whoever's well, you can't. We had to shut the AC off. Get this shirt at mydvstore.com. Now, last thing we do is we punch comedians in the neck.
Oh fuck! I knew this is bullshit.